Alright, we are up and rolling. Alright, so today we're looking at ShadoWrite. A little bit about it. Got ShadoWrite is a Voodoo-inspired pixel art JRPG. Two siblings trapped in a spirit town must complete 6 mausoleums to find their way home. If the ghosts don't take their souls first. Follow a story-driven adventure in a character-rich town with handcrafted dungeons and a quest that rewards exploration. Alright, so first thing I see when I look at this is there's no like settings menu. It's just something I come to expect from any game, whether I would get it off of Steam or if it's a web browser driven game. Being what it is, you may not have a high need for a settings menu, but to be able to adjust, like I've pulled down the sound to about 25%, just because of how loud the background music is. Not having the ability to adjust that in game and have to do it from the app perspective from the system, it's something that I just see as lacking. So if I'm playing this, and then on top of that, maybe I'm watching a video or listen to their music on on the side, just just having that ability to do it in game instead of at a system level would be nice. One thing that I have seen that is missing is in the select chapters. There's no way to get back to the main menu from here. The only way to get back is to reload the page. The other thing that I was so surprised to see here is that these aren't locked. I I I did a brief playthrough for about 5 minutes before starting this, and so I clicked on one of these options here, and I just started right off the bat. In this type, well, how not type. In similar games that have it to where you're able to click on a level to go back and replay it, I would expect these later levels to be locked until I have started from the beginning and then came to where I would be starting here and it would unlock it. It's not that big of a deal, but if you really want someone to play through their game, or not their, play through your game, not just go hopping around. Maybe they saw somebody post a video about it, like, oh, that looks cool, let's just go here and try that out, and then they never pick it up again because they didn't have to progress through your story to get to that point to be able to unlock that section. Instead, you're giving it here to them right off the bat. So it's not a big deal. Just something that was unexpected when I was first looking through this. While this loads, let's look at the review criteria. We got gameplay, fun. Please share what you thought was the most fun about the game and what elements you dislike, what mechanics you'd like to be in the game, and which ones you would like removed. Controls, recommendations, overall impressions, character and dialogue. How do you find the character and dialogue in the game? So, pretty pretty short for criteria that you're looking at reviewing. All right, let's hit up the new game. So, dialogue controls, what I find fun, gameplay. I can't full screen it. Oh well, we'll just leave it as it is. Alright, freely save all who remain. The soul's anchored in ritual, so people really did volunteer. Do you think we're doing the right thing? Would Grandma have wanted us here reading this? She kept it from us our whole lives. That's reason enough to read it. Alright, who's there? Sorry, I had the nightmare again. Shadows pulled people into the ground one by one. Just like the stories of the L'Esprit fell. I know, I'm on edge too, but you're my sister. I have to protect you even I don't want to. Zen and Uni are brother and sister, alright. And made it seem like their grandma's no longer here. Alright. The ritual requires 5 orbs arranged in a circle. The volunteers stand at each point. But look at the next page. From willing flesh, the orb is drawn. The spirit departs, the anchor holds. The spirits depart. The orbs aren't objects, Uni, they're souls. The volunteers don't carry them, they become them. No. The chant summons the L'Esprit fell, and the sacrifices bridges the gap between the human world and the spirit world. So what? So Grandma was in red. So what do the words in red have meaning? Circle tethers them here. 5 souls holding the door shut. Zen, Mama lined up. Wait. Zen, Mama lined up last year. Is that a typo? Zen, Mama lined up. That doesn't make sense. It was an honor. So I do believe that that was maybe a typo on the last dialogue there. So I think what you meant is Mama lied to us, but you have it as lined. I know. Did Grandma know what it really was? Did she just let her go? Uni, what do you want to do? Alright. So at this standpoint, so let's go with we have to warn them. People line up every year thinking they're protecting the town from the L'Esprit fell. Why wasn't it in red that time? So the other times it was in red, but it wasn't that time. They don't know they're walking. They don't know they are walking to their own death. Either way, we can't just sit here. But why does the ritual exist in the first place? Who started it? And what happens if it stops? Oh, something's banging around. Someone is here. Close the book and hide. So those are now those have to be pillars for how the graphics make a good look. Okay. Really wouldn't think they'd be hidden there. So she took the book. So is that their mother? Do you think she noticed us? She is an oblivious old priestess. Let's go upstairs and stop the ritual. Alright. So WASD doesn't look like there's a run. Oh, what happened? was probably, yeah, that's why. Okay. It's a shortcut key that made it close itself. All right, well, at least here's a good test to see if it loads me back to where I started. Say, because I just got to the point where I was able to walk around. Does it load me back exactly where it closed, or do I have to do everything over? No, it fast forwarded me. Okay, so from playing earlier, I know that there was some stuff that was in that room that I could pick up. So why did it push me forward to this scene now, as if I walked from the room I was in to this one? So maybe you need to look at how, so say for instance that someone is playing and they lose power in whatever scene that they may be in. So like I just experienced now, like I should have been able to come back in and look through that room. Like I know there was a key, a chest, that piece of paper there, and there was like a book. I think that was down in the bottom right side. So granted, if I go through this scene and I can come back to it, it's not a problem. But if I have to keep moving forward, that does then become a problem. So if you can look at how the progress is saved to where you for whatever reason it gets exited out of and then come back to, that would be something that I would suggest. All right, Papa Legba. So they're chanting, and this is Boko Corvus. All right, more chanting. So I'm guessing this is probably her speaking after the chanting. For as long as we can remember, our people have endured the l'esprit foul. The veil thins this day. The action is to be taken. Tonight, we rise once again to perform the soul's and anchoring ritual. A little bit of a cutscene. There we are. Alright. I thought it said there were 5 orbs, not 4. Ah, children, I was wondering when you would reveal yourselves. Behold, tonight we cease the cycle of death. Oh, they're stopping the cycle of death. Corvus, stop. All of you are being lied to. You're here to be sacrificed. All she's doing is provoking the l'esprit foul. Ha, I am amused. Are you that stupid? Ha, I am amused. Are you that stupid? I don't... So I feel like the am is supposed to be I am. So it would be I'm not amused. It's this might be how you mean it to be, but in this situation, about where she just said that, like, oh, you've shown yourselves now, and they've revealed to everybody what they said, and then I feel like it should be saying I'm not amused. Are you that stupid? To believe paying the cost of 5 lives is not worth saving our entire civilization. Yeah, so I believe that it should be I am not amused, instead of saying I am amused. The other thing though, there's only 4 orbs here, but it says it's supposed to be 5 lives. So what is up with that? Quite affordable, but quite yeah, okay. So you're so blind, you haven't even realized that I only have 3 sacrifices here. You two complete the offering. Alright. They're imprisoned. What's happening? What have you done? So, their souls have a special purpose. Alright, before I get farther, I want to go back through and pick up those items. So I'll speed back through that first part just to pick them up. And then get back to when the demon summoned. Alright, clear save data. That is nice. That is just right here. You don't have to go into a menu to find it. Alright, let's speed through this. Alright, we have to warn everyone again, just to keep it consistent. Alright. So, for what I'm seeing so far, shiny. Grandma always said spirits love getting paid with tokens. Okay. It's some kind of token. So one thing that it would be nice is also if you added in controller support to be able to play on one. So we brought offerings, we brought blood, you received it. And we give you what lives, so give us life. That's torn page 30. Okay, so you can collect pages as well. Alright. It's the first time we discovered torn page from the grimoire. Whole story and discovery. So the pages will give you some information that probably leads to something. So another objective when you're playing through this to find them all. So open the logbook by pressing F. And that was a ritual page. Alright, abstinence. So heals 50% HP and grants protect. Reduce incoming damage for 15 seconds. Saint Lucian's mother lost your life, but not all was in vain. They said that Lucian gave the ultimate sacrifice to put an end to our suffering. Okay, so that's just a bit of lore. We pray for our souls will only return as the one who gave us life wills it. What is this? So there's the key, the rusted key. Rust cakes the metal of the key due to 100 years of being stored in the ritual and antechamber. Alright, there's a page here. Some more lore. So, Papa Legba, open the gates for me, open the gate for me, so that I may pass. Legba, the great gatekeeper of souls, he alone determines where we go in the afterlife. think he let you into the spirit. Okay, so that's given us some foreshadowing. I would assume 50-50. So let's take a minute and look at everything here. So I'm liking the graphics here. It's something that what I would expect a game that's saying it's a pixel art. It's actually a bit cleaner than I would expect it to be. Like the background graphics look a lot cleaner than my character graphics. Now, granted, you have the bit of animation that's on the character to make him look a bit more alive. So, I understand that, but but I kind of expected to that the background graphics kind of look more like the book is, kind of like pixelated and blocky, where the pillars, this altar, the table here, they kind of look too solid when you compare them to your character, the book, even the jars that are on the ground. It's not a huge deal. Just something that I noticed. So, Revile Gisgis. Revive fallen ally with 30% HP. So, and quest objective is to investigate the ritual. Alright. Now we're back here. I'll run through this quick. Get back to when the demon comes out. Alright, let's get through this, get back to where we were. Alright, we're about there. Alright, monster, the other sector. If there's still... Okay, wait. I need to keep going. I'm not quite there yet. This should be it now. So, kind of like a wormhole. Alright. Swallowed alive and taken to the spirit world. But first, let's prepare the bodies for the journey. So is Corvus their mother? Is that who she is? I feel strange. I feel different. As if my blood is boiling, but without any pain. One does not choose their fate in this world. They are swallowed by it without permission, without warning. Alright, so we got to fight now. Let us use what Grandma's taught us before we don't have time for it to be sentimental. Kill it. Alright, so ShadoWrite battles are fast-paced to lower your enemy's HP to 0 while balancing a few mechanics. So this is my action bar. Once it fills, you can queue up several abilities that will then execute in sequence. So right now it's doing Rend. Each skill you select has the cost and the total cost of your choice need to fit into your 4 action bar slots. Each time your enemy gets hit, this combo bar above will fill up, reach the max to break an enemy. So I need 250% build up. Broken enemies take massive damage for 12 seconds to make it the most of it. Now choose your abilities to attack the enemy, fill their combo bar, and win the battle. Alright, so Rend, low damage, blood attacks. What is Beholder? Alright. Price. Creature born of the Lesbury Fell. Like these like wormhole animations. Okay, don't get near them. The grimoire just opened on its own. Quickly read the page. Does it say anything useful? It says invoke the power of the Dreamweaver, the natural balance of the Blood Fiend. Dreamweaver is a light blue. Blood Fiend is a red. Dreamweaver. You feel stronger now? I think so. Alright, back to fight. So, party members embody unique jobs. They can change in the middle of battle. Dreamweavers increase their enemies' combo bar quickly, but low damage to enemies. While Blood Fiend is the heavy hitters, high damage, but do little to increase the combo bar. So the party's composition has a unique name, as a party of Dreamweavers is called Nightmare. Alright. Tap shift once to change job compositions at any time. Try Nightmare. So, Nightmare. Let's start the battle. Use Nightmare to break your enemy and switch to Devastation. Alright, so what? Space? Alright, now shift to Devastation. Right, now go back to Nightmare. Alright, now switch to Devastation. Alright, now even more. Nowhere else to go. Hold on, sis. We're going in. So here now that it's in a spot to where it's saying, like, again, I do like the looks of the portals you have here. Alright. So we've traveled to what I would suggest is the underworld. That did not feel good. Uni. Please wake up. Oof. What happened? You're alive. We got overwhelmed by those monsters. A portal appeared and I dragged us through it. I've never seen a place like this before. The air is heavier, sharper. I almost feel as if I'm being watched. The ritual work? I don't know. Look, the grimoire has pulled through the portal too. We should finish reading it. Maybe it will tell us a way to get home. Children of the crossroads, hear my plea. Within you is the power to end the Lesbury Foul. I entrust my knowledge to you. So is the grimoire sentient then? blood, dream, plague, hex, shadow, and time. So our different abilities. So we used the blood and dream in that first fight. To destroy them, discover the secrets of the spirit domain. So to destroy them, discover the secrets of the spirit domain. So I feel like these should be the spirit domains. Let's see. Or depending on what comes later, these could also be this spirit domain. Learn their powers and protect my pages. It can speak. What a mechanism. How did Grandma get it to do that? And she figured out how to end this terrible cycle. I can't believe she's trusting us with the answers after all our mischief. The 6 domains. So, new arrivals. Their name is Double? Here is Grim Woods. Let me pick their bones. So is it a fight? No, pluck out their eyes. They seem lost. A woeful time to be lost. I wonder if this is like a reference to the 3 seers. I always thought the spirits would be nicer. We're not afraid of if you miss. What do you want? An elegant book you have there. It reminds me of a precious item our master has been searching for. How you'd cry. So loudly you'd wail if it slipped from your grasp. Okay. Double, toil, and trouble. Come find us and take it from our misty hands if you are capable, arrogant children. So they're going to steal the book. We'll never be able to summon us before you. Wait. We're idiots. They actually took it. Don't panic. If we look around, we'll probably find them and the book. So the Grimwood. So I'm guessing this is the 2nd chapter. So torn page 3. Us spirits, we rarely receive offerings anymore. We beg and cry for rum. We beg and cry for herbs. The pleasure of the human world are incomparable. We do not wonder why they obsess over these delights, but how we wish they would share. This confirms some of the grimoire's torn pages were penned by spirits. Why? Why would they have collaborated with us humans? What we got here? So, tallow stub. Remains of ritual candle. Fetches a modest price at the shop. Alright, so there's a shop mechanic. Lore discovered. Remember us. We pray to Bondi that they remember us. Remember how we bless. Remember how we grant the breadth of life through highs and lows. How would they learn? Oh, how would they learn without both light and dark? Damballa. Bondi, the creator god, was quite a prominent figure in the ancient text. However, I heard he's taken a back seat in our most common rites back home. He created everything and we don't give any offerings to him? Not even celebratory ritual or prayer? Used to. It is sad when you put it that way. Alright, so if we get close to monsters, they'll just automatically attack. shift the devastation. So you earn tokens by defeating monsters and you get loot. And this potion restored health. La la la. Oh, humans, who gave you... Okay. I about thought that I was gonna have to do something to get her to activate. Alright, so if we jump through a random portal that brought us here, that's quite impossible. All portals were disabled 1,000 years ago. But you definitely have skin, and you smell like humans. Do I need to worry about you disrupting my spirit piece? Alright, so she's a spirit. No, we just want to find a way home. Best of luck to you. Like I said, all portals were just disabled a millennium ago. No getting out. No getting in or out. I made sure. Oh, so she disabled the portals. I mean, the elders made sure of that. Alright, so is it she did it or the elders did it? Do you need my permission from my husband to be here? There's no way to find him, but he will appear in front of you eventually. Be careful in these woods. There are no place for children. For the living. Alright. So, I don't want to go up to the dog yet. What are we at? We're only a half hour in. Okay. So this must be your husband. Humans in the Grimwoods has been nearly a millennium since. That's what those stupid spirits said. You have to help us. Those ghosts. They stole a very important item of ours. They probably stole it because you lack manners, children. Making demands of a mere stranger is not wise. You don't even have a healer with you. Okay, it's another party member, maybe. Okay. We're sorry. My name is Zen, and this is my sister, Uni. We don't know where we are, truth be told. Don't let this witch walk all over us. And why does everyone keep calling us children? Okay, so it's a witch. It's not the husband. Yet, I should let you walk all over me? That is not in balance with the cosmos, young one. I can help for a price. Name's Ray. She's a plague doctor. Alright, don't ruin this for us, Uni. Tell us what you need, we'll do whatever you ask. My prices are high, too high for you, but I will come up with a way to charge you. If you survive the dangers of this place, that is. Take this, a little gift from me. So we got some new equipment, maybe? Another transformation? You can do that. What did you just do? I've imbued you with the essence of the plague doctor since you are healerless. I offer you these abilities in the name of my occasional benevolence. Try it out and on the creature behind you. Alright, we unlocked the plague doctor, which could heal your party. Healing is critical for when facing tougher enemies. Press shift to plague end when your health is low. Alright, shoes broken. Alright, so It said when it was broken, you had 12 seconds to do a lot of damage. Alright, let's shift to Plague. So when there's a bit where I'm choosing the skill, they just keep... No. Alright, she's broken. So the one thing that I'm seeing in combat, so it said when you break the target that you get 12 seconds of high damage, but it didn't look like any of the bars that were filling kind of like would refer to that. So having a visual cue of that 12 seconds of damage or that extra damage you get would actually be shown would be nice. Alright. No one deserves powers. Have you ever known someone to use power wisely, either spirit or man? I didn't get these abilities from anywhere. They're simply part of my essence that I borrow. Until this form decays and I move on to a new state of being. However, you are both remarkable. You can embody 3 elements already. You possess the aptitude for seers. You want to repay me, let me follow you on your journey. Can you manifest ghosts? Like doctors merely have to bless a grave to have a spirit appear. Okay. Track down some ghostly graves and we'll get back your grimoire. Okay, spiky-haired lady. We are in your debt. Fine, Ray. You can come with us. Just don't mess up our plans. I hardly want to know your plans, child. Ray has joined the party. The power of the Plague Doctor lets you use your blessed spirit skill in the overworld. Press X to interact with graves or other undead to discover interesting secrets. Get everything you want to do here out of the way so you can figure out where we're going next. Alright, I want to stay away from the zombie right now. Alright, we got another effigy. Right, let's collect these coins first, then meet her. Cemetery? Can't be. Oh no, no, no. This will not do. You are alive. Only dead can be here. You are to be escorted home. But the portal that took us here is gone. Curse that man. Idolized. And for what? It's only harder to protect our world. What man? I've said too much already. These are things you should not know. What should we do? I wish I knew. It was been a long time since. I've had to worry about getting someone alive back to Earth. Just don't touch anything and do not bother my spirits. Why are humans so welcoming to spirits, but spirits are not to us? This is a sacred place for a life that transcends the physical. Humans are not ready for it until they die, which is why you have Earth. I've been thinking you could not have arrived here by accident. The portals were sealed by, tell me, what brought you here? Alright, so a ritual our grandmother started, or we're running from monsters. We'll say the ritual because that's what caused it. Practitioner, do you know what you've done? I used to know what to do. This world was simpler when the gate held. I've been watching you from the other side. So, a bit that I'm not liking here is you have this dialogue that you could just keep going one after the other. Why do you have it so you have to press space to come back to reinitiate it? I could understand if it's like a quest reason that there's dialogue. Like I press space and then I would have to select like if I have 2 or 3 quests that I'd have to come back, press space for, and go into each to get dialogue. But at this point, that it's just given me a bunch of dialogue to run through here. I dislike that I have to keep pressing space for it to come back up to keep talking to her. To whereas if it just stayed up and I could just keep clicking through like a page of just dots to say like this is a break and then go back into what's going to be said next. I'll be watching you from the other side. Alright, so that's it for her. Alright, so X. So okay, so we're able to use our abilities. No. Alright, let's battle this bat. Let's go into devastation because we're at the combo limit. I am liking these graphics scale. So it records how long it took us to beat it. Got 100 more tokens and 2 more health potions. Alright, so we need a key for that, which is down by this zombie. Ah, but here's a grave. Clever, clever. How did you know? Thank you for your blessing. Now I may move onward. Find all my brothers, then meet us by the mausoleum. Is there any more? Nope, so it's all the same. Filthy humans, scram! Okay, so we didn't have to fight. Or maybe we do. I want this key. Alright, so that's repeated dialogue. Here's another grave. At least you've granted me freedom. Catch all of us by the mausoleum. Alright, so I need one more grave, which would be this one. You dare to bless me. Fine, I accept. My tired essence yearns for an ascension. I'll await my brothers at the entrance to the mausoleum. Ah, no. I don't want to move on. So, granted, I don't So if this puts me into something that's gonna take me to the next place, I don't like that. Uh, if it doesn't, it's fine. But so at this point, we've hit the quest that we need to manifest the ghost. So I'm hoping this doesn't take me to the next part, because there's still a couple areas here that I want to do some exploring. I got that hellhound that I need to take out. There's that key from the zombie. Hopefully this doesn't take me to the next place. This is rightfully yours, and peace is now rightfully ours. I guess Master won't be getting the fancy book after all. We show our gratitude before we go. We bestow a gift. Yes, one gift, only one. If we gave you them all, you would surely perish from the potent energy they carry. Inside is a spirit scale for you to keep. Choose wisely. Double, toil, and trouble. Farewell. Alright. So we're going to need to mature quickly to properly use all these newfound abilities. What that's supposed to mean? At least my hair is in a rat's nest. Ooh. He's getting a little spicy. Brother likes it. She's just like these fucking kids. Alright, so I have unlocked the grimoire. If you ever want to check the grimoire, just press M. It's got everything. Skills, equipment, inventory. Alright, so there's our inventory. Alright, so the menu. Complete the ShadoWrite to return home. So all of our stats are the same besides the speed and chain. So assuming that we'll be able to switch in more party members. So where so I'd like to, so I would like to see certain stats be affected by each of these abilities. Like everything stays the same from HP to chain. Like granted there may be something more that I'm not sure about. That would come up later. So these are all the skills. Alright. So the Dreamweaver gets 1.5 action speed for 15 seconds. Covers 75% of damage as HP, so lifesteal. Party members recover HP for 30 seconds. So, upgrades. Geez, at least the ghost gave us something for our trouble. Pick one and we'll figure out how to get the other skills later. So, what would be the most beneficial if I were to play through this? So we're gonna get them eventually, but if I would want to maximize early game, we would want to do Blood Fiend because it has life steal. Hey, that was neat. I guess that's one of the spirit skills we need to collect. Fools, you have no clue of the powers you're dealing with. I guess I'll amuse myself by just following you around. We'll see where this takes you. So, nothing from her. Okay, perfect. So it does have a option to move forward. It doesn't just take you. Woe is me. Log owl? Alright, so I don't have to fight him. So can I go and get this key now? Leave this place. Not yet. So I can't get this key. So this would make me assume that I'm able to come back to this place. You can try some freshen up. I'll take you to do so. Again, at least I brush my hair. She's really going on about her hair. The wretched creatures are back. This is why I told you not to wander in the grim woods. Look sharp, everyone, and use the new spirit skills we just got. Alright, so... Alright, now we can go to Devastation. This has the lifesteal. So one thing I don't like about combat is it keeps going when you're selecting skills. So if you're someone that's a bit slow, it would be more of a problem to where I'm sitting there just spamming my spacebar. So if when, let's see. So the problem is that I have to look at a skill and then think about, do I want to use this one or another one? And all while that time, the monster is still attacking. So I'd like to see it. So when you get through a combo of 4 and you go to reselect your next moves, that I wouldn't say it's like a combat stop, but like a time freeze. You select your skills that you're gonna use for those 4, and then it resumes. Alright. Urzuli will kill me if she learns what I've done, but it's the only way out under these circumstances. Run into the mausoleum. Hurry. Why do these portals hurt so bad? Because you just got spit out onto the ground. I'm still breathing. Ugh. Alright, so now we're in the town. Man, she has an attitude. So, Baron, I thought they had your sanction. How else did they get into the grim world without it? Look, for the last time, we're just trying to get home. We don't want to be here. Zen, watch it. Speaking to the Baron. Samedi? I'll explain later. Yet here you are. We have no portals to get you back to Earth. There shouldn't be any portals that can bring you here either. So your presence is particularly perplexing. That was a lot of P words. Quite. Uni. Man, that bitch just attacked her. That was uncalled for. Just felt like getting shocked. Right, did these nuisances cause you any trouble? Not at all. They proved themselves capable. and they have been mostly respectful of the spirits around them. You have my permission to be here, but only because there's no way to get you home. While you are here, figure out how to not be. Goodbye. Alright, so she wants nothing to do with us. So what was that about, Ray? I'll explain later. Just be grateful you didn't get vaporized instantly. Whoa. Is this where you're from? It's really quiet for a town. Well, yeah, you're in the spirit world, you dumbass. They're shy most of the time. They don't want to meet strangers. My home, their home. Welcome to the Crossroads. Wait, didn't it say something about the Crossroads in one of the pages that we read? Alright, so bustling little town for us to work out of, I'm guessing. So it's showing us all the shops. Alright. Treat the spirits with respect. Don't make me regret bringing you here. We'll behave, Ray. Do you think anyone in town would even have a clue as to how we can get back to Earth? Hence, why don't we stroll around and see what the others think of you? They're sure to be intrigued. And this one's just run around like a maniac. Alright, we'll find clues about what to do next. Alright, so where we're at. So that's an hour of gameplay. Alright. So let's get into the review of this. Alright. Write a review. Alright, so first impressions. So, pixel art JRPG. So, gameplay, game mechanics, controls, and overall playability. So, current mechanics are finding items, picking up coins to spend at the shops, getting keys to unlock chests that gives you stuff, fighting. We have the quest progression that I assume is in here. I haven't really gotten over that yet. Playability. Let's see. So from what I see so far, for as I was saying before with the battle mechanics, I don't really like that it doesn't pause after you would do your 4 attacks. So I would like to see the kind of like a time pause when you go in and select which skill tree you're going to use, and then what skill you're going to use in that skill tree. And then once you selected your skills, selected who they apply to, and then after that it not restarts. So it progresses again to so you would select your skills, select who it applies to, it does the 4 skills that you selected, and then after it's done those, it pauses again, you re-go through it, you select the skills, and again, it's just rinse and repeat. It wasn't so bad. it wasn't really bad there because the monsters weren't doing that much damage, but I'm gonna be thinking later on that they're gonna be hitting harder, and I just dislike that while I'm selecting skills to use, that their bar is still ticking up for when they're going to attack. Controls so far, uh, the grimoire and logbook keys are right on screen. So I'm guessing that any more that would show up later on, they're gonna be listed on screen, so they're easy to re, re, remember. You just gotta look at them, like, all right, press this, this opens. Um, walking up the stuff and walking around, simple. So controls are perfect. There's nothing I find wrong with those. Uh, the playability. Right now, there's nothing that I could really say about playability. Uh, you make your way through the story. I'm guessing you can go up to the portal. So, all right, I can't look at that yet. So I'm guessing you use the portal to travel to different areas of the world. If that is such, playability is perfect. It's kind of what I would expect of a RPG. Mm, I really haven't. I really wasn't able to get into any more mechanics that I can comment on. Um, ah, the mechanic of being able to do stuff in world with your skills. Now, granted, because I haven't got there, I'm not quite sure if it's in here, but kind of what I think of is like Pokemon. Um, you eventually got a Pokemon that you could put cut on, and you could get through an obstacle that you couldn't get through beforehand. Um, that's just the idea that came to mind when I first experienced that you were able to use the bless skill to, I wouldn't say resurrect, but call forth the ghost from the grave. Um, so that would be nice to see in here. Um, let's see, is there anything I dislike? So the only thing that I've said so far is when I was going through the dialogue with the two characters as we got in here, that having to go into the text, the speech for it, then it would kick you out. You'd have to go back in, press space. Um, I found that annoying. If instead you would just let it be, so you keep in there, but you have to just click through the dialogue box to keep going. Um, let's see. So by going through gameplay, I went through what was fun. I discussed elements I disliked. I've touched on the mechanics. There's nothing that I would like removed so far for mechanics. Uh, the other complaint that I have, uh, so I'm guessing this would be the third world, the crossroads. Let's see. Oh, I never even noticed that, but those are the three characters that are in the party. Alright, chapter select. Let's look at this. The beginning, the antechamber, the ritual, the grim world, skull and grimoire, the stranger, the ghost gift, the choice, the blessed beast arriving in town. So I'm guessing this is where I would be at. No, 11, the crossroads. Okay. So, alright. Let's click on this. So does it bring me back with all of my stuff? 800. Oh, so that's different. Ah, so there's a complaint. Well, I wouldn't really say complaint. So obviously I went into chapters. So selecting the chapter just fast tracks you to right here, but you miss everything that came before it. All right. Now let's see. Let's see. Does it bring me back to right there since I just left, or does it give me my initial save? All right, continue. All right. Lore. The delight. All right, maybe I just saw that wrong. I'd have to go back and look. Decent amount of skills for each tree. Experience. So I'm figuring the less of the skills they are, the more powerful the tree is. Quest. All right. So F to close. M. All right, we got a weapons tab now. A rending staff. All right, so I'd have to go back and look. So I can't really say for right now. But if I selected the chapters instead of the because I pressed continue for this one and it looks like it brought me back with everything. Making sure that if I navigate with chapters compared to coming in, well, no, that would kind of be game breaking. Nah, let's just nix that. All right. What else do we need to review? Overall impression. All right. Character and dialogue. There is a lot of dialogue. Granted, JRPG, that's kind of expected. But for me to get to this point, taking an hour. Now I'm not quite sure how much more of the game there is to finishing it, but I feel like going from the very starting scene to getting to this point in town to where I would set up shop here, I'd start getting my stuff figured out and start going out and doing objectives, coming back here, selling stuff, upgrading gear, that it would I'd like to see it take less time to get from the starting to this point, because from my perspective, once I hit this point at here, this is where the game should really open up. So I get that you go through like the tutorial and how to be before this, but if you could make it a bit faster to get here, That would be a nice convenient convenience. What else? Recommend this to other people. So I haven't quite played enough to say that I would recommend this to absolutely everybody, but to someone that likes going through a story-driven RPG style game, I would enjoy this. Or no, I wouldn't enjoy. I would recommend this to try out, especially since let's see. It's saying it's on itch, so, and it's free to play. It would be a good recommendation to someone that enjoys this. For control, responsive, and intuitiveness, I'd say you're perfect. Just to mention, if it's not that big of a deal, but it would be nice to be able to sit back, be leaning back in my gaming chair and playing this on a controller instead of sitting up in my chair playing on mouse and keyboard. Character dialogue. So the only thing to add to that would be, let's see. So I liked the back and forth. I liked the kind of like teasing that there was just before getting here. I've talked about a little bit that kind of sounded weird since I talked through the dialogue as I was playing. But other than that, yeah, I like the dialogue. Say at the end part there, it got kind of wholesome with that kind of kid talking to a adult spirit, I guess I would call her. And the back and forth was nice. Let's see, anything I miss or add? I really think that I've gone through everything in the review criteria. Let's see. Just think about it once more. Nope. I have nothing more that I can really say from playing this point in the game. I do enjoy this. Definitely going to bookmark it and come back into it whenever I get tired of other stuff and progressing through. Other than that, great game.